Long before the United States existed, millions of Native Americans lived across North America. Hundreds of tribes developed unique cultures, languages, and traditions. They built cities, traded across vast distances, and shaped the continent for thousands of years before Europeans arrived. In 1492, European exploration of the Americas began with the voyages of Christopher Columbus. Soon, Spanish, French, Dutch, and English explorers crossed the Atlantic in search of wealth, land, and new trade routes. Their arrival would forever change the continent. In 1607, the English established Jamestown in Virginia, the first permanent English settlement in North America. Life was difficult, with disease, hunger, and conflict threatening the colony's survival. Despite these hardships, Jamestown endured and became the foundation of English America. In 1620, the Pilgrims arrived aboard the Mayflower and founded Plymouth Colony. Seeking religious freedom, they built a new community in an unfamiliar land. Their story became an important part of America's early history. Over the next century, 13 British colonies grew along the Atlantic coast. Farming, trade, and immigration fueled their expansion. Although loyal to Britain, many colonists increasingly desired greater control over their own affairs. Tensions between Britain and the colonies rose after new taxes were imposed. In 1773, colonists protested British rule by dumping tea into Boston Harbor. This event, known as the Boston Tea Party, became a symbol of resistance. In 1775, war broke out between Britain and the colonies. Led by George Washington, the Continental Army fought for independence. Against powerful odds, the colonists continued their struggle for freedom. On July 4, 1776, the colonies declared their independence from Britain. The Declaration of Independence proclaimed that all people possess certain rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. A new nation was born. After winning independence, the United States created a new government under the Constitution. In 1789, George Washington became the nation's first president. His leadership helped establish the foundations of American democracy. During the 1800s, the United States expanded westward across the continent. The Louisiana Purchase doubled the nation's size, while pioneers traveled into new territories. This growth transformed America but also displaced many Native American communities. Deep divisions over slavery and states' rights led to the Civil War in 1861. The conflict became the deadliest war in American history. After 4 years of fighting, the Union emerged victorious and slavery was abolished. Following the Civil War, the nation entered a period known as Reconstruction. Efforts were made to rebuild the South and integrate formerly enslaved people into society. The era brought significant change but also ongoing challenges. In the late 19th century, rapid industrialization transformed the United States. Railroads connected the nation, factories expanded production, and new inventions changed everyday life. America was becoming an economic powerhouse. Millions of immigrants arrived seeking opportunity and a better future. Many entered through Ellis Island in New York Harbor. Their labor, cultures, and traditions helped shape modern American society. When World War I erupted in Europe, the United States initially remained neutral. However, in 1917, America entered the war and helped the Allies achieve victory. The conflict marked the nation's emergence as a major world power. The stock market crash of 1929 triggered the Great Depression. Banks failed, businesses closed, and millions lost their jobs. Through programs introduced by President Franklin Roosevelt, the government worked to aid recovery. After the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, the United States entered World War II. American forces fought in Europe and the Pacific, contributing to the defeat of Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan. The war solidified America's global influence. Following World War II, the United States and the Soviet Union entered the Cold War. At the same time, the civil rights movement challenged racial segregation and discrimination. Leaders such as Martin Luther King Jr. inspired millions and helped push the nation toward greater equality. On September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks struck New York and Washington, D.C. The attacks shocked the world and led to the War on Terror. Security policies and foreign relations changed significantly in the years that followed. Today, the United States remains one of the world's most influential nations. It leads in technology, entertainment, science, and global affairs. While facing challenges and divisions, the country continues to evolve, shaped by its complex history and diverse people. From ancient native civilizations to a modern global superpower, the history of the United States is a story of exploration, conflict, innovation, and change. Understanding that history helps us better understand the world today.